Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to start off with a new topic, understanding the distributed firewalls. Now let us know what is distributed firewalls. A distributed firewall is a security architecture that breaks down the traditional monolithic firewall model and instead deploys firewall functionality across multiple points within a network. This approach allows for more granular control, dynamic adaptation, and improved security monitoring compared to the traditional perimeter-based firewalls. Now, after a small introduction about the distributed firewalls, let us move towards the traditional versus distributed firewalls. Now let us understand what are traditional firewalls. Perimeter-based monolithic security appliances that protect the network border but struggle to adapt to the modern cloud and mobile environments. Distributed firewalls. The firewall functionality is distributed across the network, enabling more granular control, dynamic adaptation, and improved security monitoring. Next, third one, we have the hybrid approach. Many organizations leveraging a combination of traditional and distributed firewalls to provide comprehensive network security and coverage. So this was all about traditional, distributed and hybrid approach of distributed firewalls. Moving on to the next topic, the key components of the distributed firewalls. Firewall agents, centralized policy management, security orchestration, and monitoring and analytics. Firewall agents, software-based firewall components deployed across host, virtual machines, and cloud instances to enforce security policies. Centralized policy management, a unified console for defining, distributing, and updating firewall policies across the entire network infrastructure. Security orchestration, automated process for coordinating the deployment, configuration, and updates of firewall agents and policies. Monitoring and analytics, centralized visibility and reporting tools analyzing the network traffic, detect threats, and assess the effectiveness of the security controls. So these were all the key components of the distributed firewalls. Now moving on to the next topic. Next, we have the distributed firewall architecture. Mainly two types. One is logical architecture, one is physical deployment. The logical architecture of a distributed firewall consists of firewall agents deployed across various network endpoints, all managed and orchestrated through a centralized policy management console. So here we can see in the diagram. Next, moving on to the physical deployment. The physical deployment of a distributed firewall involves installing firewalls against the network device, virtual machines, and cloud resources, ensuring comprehensive security and coverage across the entire infrastructure. So this was all about the distributed firewall architecture. Next, we have the deployment models for distributed firewalls. First one is host-based, VM-based, container-based, and cloud-native. Now let us see what is host-based. The firewall agents are installed directly on the operating system of individual hosts, providing granular per host security controls. Next, we have the VM-based. Firewall agents are deployed within virtual machines, enabling security policies to follow workload as they move across the network. Next, we have the container-based. Firewall agents are integrated into container environments, allowing for dynamic security enforcement as containerized applications are deployed and scaled. Moving on to the next, we have the cloud native. The distributed firewall functionality is natively integrated into the cloud platform, leveraging cloud-based security services and providing comprehensive protection. So this was all about deployment models for distributed firewalls. Next, we have the centralized policy management, policy definition, policy distribution, policy monitoring. Policy definition, centralized console for defining and managing security policies across the entire distributed firewall infrastructure. Policy distribution, automated process for seamlessly deploying and updating the firewall policies to all the agents across the network. Policy monitoring, real-time visibility and reporting on policy enforcement, compliance, and the effectiveness of the security controls. So this was all about centralized policy management. So next we have the dynamic adaptation and scalability. First we have the network changes, threat intelligence, traffic fluctuations. Network changes. Distributed firewalls can quickly adapt to changes in network topology, workload migrations, and new device application deployments. Threat intelligent firewall policies can be dynamically updated based on the real-time threat intelligence, ensuring the network remains protected against the latest security risks. Traffic fluctuation. Distributed firewalls against can scale up or down automatically to handle the changes in the network traffic volumes, ensuring consistent performance and the network security. So this was all about dynamic adaptation and scalability. Next, we have the security monitoring and analytics, visibility, analytics, reporting, and incident response. Visibility. Distributed firewalls provides comprehensive visibility into the network traffic and security events across the entire infrastructure. Analytics. Advanced analytics and machine learning capabilities enable the detection of sophisticated threats and the optimization of security controls. Reporting. Centralized reporting and dashboards give security teams a unified view of the network security posture and compliance status. Incident response. Distributed firewall data combined with the security orchestration enables faster and more effective incident response and remediation. So this was all about security monitoring and analytics. Now let us understand the advantages of the distributed firewalls. Enhanced visibility, improved scalability, and increased resilience. Enhanced visibility. Distributed firewalls provide greater visibility into the network traffic and activity, allowing security teams to be better monitoring and respond to threats across the entire network infrastructure. Improved scalability. By distributing the firewall functionality, organization can more easily scale their security controls to meet the demands of growing network complexity and the traffic volumes. Increased resilience. If one firewall component fails, the overall system remains operational, reducing the risk of a single point of failure and enhancing the network's resilience. So this was all about the advantages of the distributed firewalls. Now coming to the last topic of our PPT, we have the challenges and the best practices. Complexity management, performance optimization, security visibility, and regulatory compliance. Complexity management. Distributed firewalls can introduce additional complexity requiring robust process for policy management, agent deployment, and the system integration. Performance optimization, ensuring optimal performance and resources utilization across the distributed firewall component, especially in high traffic or resource constrained environments. Security visibility, maintaining the comprehensive visibility and control over the entire distributed firewall ecosystem, including agent, health, policy, and enforcement and the security events. Regulatory compliance, aligning distributed firewall deployments with industry regulations and standards to ensure continued compliance and avoid potential penalties. So, this is the end of our topic. If you like today's topic, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.